When Argentina invaded the distant Falkland Islands in 1982, most British people didn't even know where they were. So when Margaret Thatcher ordered a task force to sail to the South Atlantic, most feared it was a dangerous gamble, fighting a war 8,000 miles from home.
One always hopes for an early conclusion. One's learned throughout this whole Falklands campaign that things tend to take longer than you expect.
It was the biggest UK naval operation since the Second World War, with 27,000 men on more than 100 ships. It only lasted 74 days. But in that time, 1,000 men were killed, including more than 400 when a British submarine sank the Belgrano, the single most controversial moment of the war. Critics say it was leaving the exclusion zone around the islands, but Mrs. Thatcher insisted the Belgrano was a threat.
So this is where you were?
Simon Weston, who was badly burnt in the war, revisited the islands for the 30th anniversary.
And I think she'll go down as one of the greatest leaders we've ever had, and certainly possibly one of the greatest wartime leaders, if not the greatest. She's right up there alongside Churchill.
In June 1982, Argentine troops surrendered at Port Stanley.
We have ceased to be a nation in retreat.
When Mrs. Thatcher visited the islands, she was greeted as a hero by the Falklanders.
Our people's land and livelihood had been taken, and we had to come and get it back for them.
Her popularity at home also soared, allowing her to win another election in 1983. Today, her legacy remains. But 30 years on, the Argentine president still claims the islands, despite a recent referendum in which residents voted to remain a British overseas territory. During the Falklands War, Margaret Thatcher was determined, unswerving in her conviction and dismissive of anyone who disagreed. Those are qualities which now define her as a Prime Minister. Becca Barry, 5 News.